Hey team, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to look at the INT pointer. I have 4 examples that are going to allow you to master this complex operation. You need to watch all 4 for it to actually come true. So I start with my program and I say include stdio. This is your input-output header file. And this is where your functions are defined. It gives you the function prototypes. So on line 6 here, I'm going to declare a variable of type integer, and I'm going to call it a. That variable's name is a. I'm sure you've seen this kind of stuff before, and I'm going to assign 10 to a. Now on this first line, I'm going to say, hey, take that a and put it into this print statement, this placeholder, and show me the number that is. Okay, that makes sense, all right? Now, let's start stepping through this program and let's see this execute as we talk about it. Notice here that says a equal 10, right? Now, on this next line, line 10, notice that I have an ampersand before the letter a. Now, what this ampersand is saying is like, there's a memory address that is associated with this variable. What is it? Now, the only way to print that out and get that and assign it to something is using %p. So on this line right here, I'm going to print to the screen the memory address of where the variable a is located. Now notice that this is located all the way over here in 5C. So on line 12, this is, I haven't declared a pointer in my app, but I'm now using a pointer. And actually, this address is a memory location. So on line 12, I'm saying, hey, at that memory address, see all this whole thing? At that memory address, 5C, tell me what's inside. Let me do that one more time. At that memory address, at 12FFD5C, that's a memory address. I'm now looking into memory at that location, and I'm saying, hey, bam, tell me what's in there. And what is in A? Well, A is 10, F10. Notice it prints 10. Okay, now, if you didn't understand this line, hopefully this next line helps you a little bit. So now what does ampersand A mean? Ampersand A means, hey, look at 5C, what's in there? Well, right now, in that location, 10 is there. And I'm saying, hey, at memory address, oh, look inside. Hey, didn't I do the same thing for this? Act kind of crazy. I said, here's your look inside. Didn't I do that? Okay, here I'm saying memory address, 5C. Hey, and put 20 in there. And I'm not going through A, I'm actually at the memory address now. And are you ready for this? I'm going to hit F10. And let's go do a peekaboo on A. Ready? Bam, it's 20. So you see how powerful this line is? I'm at the memory address, and then I peeked inside. I'm now sitting inside that memory. In integers, 4 bytes. I'm in there. And then on the last one, we're going to do a print. So 10, memory address, the value originally, and then on line 14, I'm going to change that value to 20, and then I'm going to reprint it, and that's our first example. Let us look at this example. I have a integer. The name of that integer is age, and I'm applying 33 to this integer. I'm then going to print the value and its location. You know this already. We're just reinforcing. Now I have an int pointer, and this name is pointer, and I'm going to point at the location of age. So location equals location. And then notice that I'm going to print the age, its value, 33. The address of age goes in the %p. Pointer, that's the address, and then star pointer is the contents of that address. Imagine when you see star pointer, you're putting on your binoculars and you're looking through that address into the cell value. So star, pointer, eyeball, pointer, somehow you're seeing inside that memory location. Let's run this program, see what happens. And I've executed it. Let's see where we're at. So age 33, location 6F. That's what we got up here. Now this next one, notice that I have 4 placeholders. So 33 is a 724, same number. Yep. Is the pointer pointing at the same number? Yep. And star pointer 33. Perfect program. Let us look at this example. Here we're using a macro that says pound define PTR pointer. And wherever you see PTR, substitute it with this, int star. So notice here that on my program, I'm using PTR here. And as soon as, the first pass of compiling my code goes by, they probably replace that with this. But this pointer makes a lot of sense if you just take it for what it is. It's an int pointer. And I'm saying int test grade 95. And there's the pointer, and that's the address to test grade. So here I'm saying address test grade equals the address of test grade. So you see how, getting rid of these stars kind of clarified what this thing is? It's just a pointer. And now this variable makes more sense. It's like, okay, that address equals this guy. Now notice here, I've got one print statement with a bunch of placeholders. My first placeholder is test grade, 95, memory location. And now this one is going to be %D. Now how do I get the value from a pointer? That's right, you use star. The eyeball. Look at me. I star address test grade. And then for the location, where it is in memory, %P. Notice here I did underscore ADDR test grade equals the address of test grade. This is assigning location to location. This is our third example. I'm hoping that this one is the one that you needed, or one of the other ones. But the goal is you have variable name, you have address, when you're using a pointer to get the... Now this example is going to bring it all home. In fact, here you can see I say int miles 195. You know this. I don't need to explain that no more. And you know now that I've set up like an alias, if you will, a thing called PTR, and it's an int pointer. This right here just cleans up my code, makes my code more readable. Pointer to miles. And now I'm saying that variable on line 9, I want you to equal the address of this variable. I don't know where this is in memory, but go out there and find out where they are, and you guys point at the same thing. That's what this is going to do. And then this statement, you already know this. There's nothing new here. Miles and address of miles, The value goes into D and the address goes into P. And then I'm at a pointer. Now, if I want to get the contents of a pointer, I got to look in there. I got to use star. I got to put in your glasses, your telescope, whatever you want to call that. Somehow, you got an address, you put a pointer in front of that, you can look in there. And then the address by itself will go into this P. Now this is where I want you to get teary-eyed. Notice here I say miles equals %D. That's just like this one right here, right? There's no difference. It's like that same thing. And I'm using miles, this first one up here. But I'm saying, hey, I want the address of miles. I want you to look into the address of miles and get me its value. So miles is not a pointer, but I'm using pointer arithmetic to go get that value. Okay, bam, let's see what our output looks like. Ready? So Miles is at F0. My pointer is at F0. And the address of Miles' dereference is 195, all the same value. Hey, you guys, C is such a beautiful language. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I do. Please subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up. See you in the next video.